So here we are, Minecraft Steve just got added to Smash Ultimate, and he's just the worst. And here's why. The 4 base costumes are fine, but every other costume deserves to be buried in the deepest, darkest cave in the Nether and never see the light of day again. This is yet another DLC character that completely throws all fundamentals out the window because he has so many gimmicks up his sleeve. It's like playing an entirely different video game. You're going to have to mine at some point through the match, and if your opponent knows what they're doing, they aren't going to make this easy for you. Mining a diamond can take upwards of 10 seconds, so you're never going to get one on the first stock unless your opponent is playing using knockoff Joy-Cons and also blindfolded. And even if you do manage to get a diamond, when you die, all your weapons reset back to wood. Oh yeah, and did I mention that all of your tools can break? Great! The mineral bar doesn't actually tell you how much of each mineral you have left, it's all just percentage based, so it might as well be written in Elvish because I can't read this thing for squat. Building blocks is great until you either run out of materials or you hit the building limit, which will happen quite often because the grid is smaller than trying to fit your 15th game of tic-tac-toe onto a napkin. Twitter combos. It's all just Twitter combos. None of his attacks have any range on them, which makes it impossible to approach people, and all of his aerials and normal tilts feel exactly the same as each other. All of his animations are dull and lifeless, which I understand is part of the point and on purpose, but still, he doesn't feel smashified at all. Just look at this tech animation! Not only do you lose extremely hard to rush down characters, but you also lose extremely hard against zoners as well. How is that even possible? You have no way to approach anyone except for the minecart, and if your opponent gets hit by this more than twice in a match, well, that just means their controller probably isn't plugged in. Placing blocks is just a huge gimmick and way too impractical to actually use to block people's recoveries. Both his airspeed and his ground speed are among the slowest in the entire game. Need I say more? Your jump height is on par with most characters' short hops. I mean, really? You can spam your tilts and jabs by holding down the A button, but you can't do this if you use the C stick to perform the attack. Why? The stage? Well, other than these dusty PNGs in the background, there's not much to say. Except... banned. Getting back from the ledge can be an absolute nightmare, and you can forget about trying to land because not everyone's a Wi-Fi warrior who's gonna get hit by this dumb anvil. Using up B feels like trying to fly a wet paper plane full of pebbles through a hurricane. Ness, Sonic, and Pikachu all got buffed this patch. Sure, that might not exactly be Steve's fault, but I still blame him for it, okay? Using half of your moves takes iron, which is given to you on a stage-by-stage basis. Are you kidding me? But worst of all, the way the announcer says his name.
Steve!